Hey guys, so today we are going to be talking eyeshadow basics, my most basic way of doing my eyeshadow. I think often makeup people, oh you can see the powder in my hair, on YouTube forget that a lot of people come here because they have no idea how to put on makeup at all, and they're like, and now I'm going to do this fierce cat wing with this cut crease and this smoked out lower lash line, and people are like, oh, I just want to know where to put one eyeshadow. I have a lot of friends who are like, oh, I don't wear eyeshadow because I just simply don't know how. So this is, if you are like, bitch, I fierce with my eyeshadow, click off, move on. This video is not for you. This video is for people who have no fucking clue, like at all. Welcome to the world of makeup. It's my favorite place in the entire world. I'm working on learning how to do hair today. I was like, I'm gonna do a ponytail like Luster Lux and all those girls do, and I haven't got the forehead for it, but there was hairspray, and now this is that better? I don't know. This is what I'm stuck with. So very eyeshadow basics. I'm gonna be using my Urban Decay Naked 2 palette just because these are so well known. Everybody and their brother has at least one of these, and this to me is the most universal out of the 4 palettes, and I have them all, so I love these. I just like the consistency of the eyeshadow. I think that they are easy to work with. So, and then this is, I swear, not an Urban Decay video, but I'm gonna use my Urban Decay Primer Potion. Priming your eyelids for eyeshadow is really important, especially as we get older. I am 32, I got lines, I got creases. I'm always like, oh, is that my concealer creating that line? Oh, no, honey, that's just a wrinkle. My friend told me last night that every 3,700 like times you like squint or crease, it becomes a wrinkle. And I was like, I'm really expressive. So I feel like there's falsity to your knowledge there, but she's like perfect. So I prime my eyelids. It stops your eyeshadows from creasing. It keeps it on longer. You need the tiniest amount. Like this has this little fine tip point, and I just squeezed, I would say, half of the head of an eraser, like not even a pea size. Pea size is the size I'd recommend. And I like to warm it up between my fingers. I find it goes on your eyelids a little bit smoother, and I concentrated on the lid and the crease, and then fading upwards. And then if I'm feeling fancy and I wanted to do lower lash line makeup, which we're not doing today, I would just like take a little bit and do that. And then I like to let it chill out for a minute. Now you can use the great thing about this type of eyeshadow is really if you have a brush, and I really recommend a brush, then it will work. My favorite brush for an all over basic sweep, I'm gonna call it a sweep of color. If you read makeup blogs or watch vloggers, they'll say, oh, this one would be great for a sweep of color. I really like this one by Quo, so if you're Canadian, but it's basically like a dense but fluffy kind of pencil brush. You can also use like a bigger paddle brush, which I think is what I might use for today's tutorial. Now let's hope my eyeshadows in this have fallen out. Reason why I like this palette is these are in the like taupey bronzy family, and all I'm going to use today is 2 colors. I'm going to use this Foxy color for my brow bone, and I'm going to use Suspect, which is like this taupey bronzy metallic-y goodness. It's like an antique gold. I'm like not a colorist, but it's really pretty. So I'm gonna use this brush by Smashbox, and it's just a bigger paddle brush. And I'm gonna start off dipping into Foxy. And then this is just going underneath my brow bone, all the way down into my crease. So just from here to where this part, where your eyeball and your socket make friends. You could use a frosty color here. You could use, I just wouldn't use a heavy glitter up here. And the more sparkly it is, the more it's gonna age you. And I'm gonna drink out of my Star Wars mug. So you just have to be careful. If you have super wrinkly eyes, matte eyeshadow is gonna look better on you. And this technique, try it with lots of different colors. So now with the very same brush, I'm gonna be dipping into Suspect. So I'm just loading my brush up, and then I'm gonna start on the middle of my eyelid and just brush this on. And I'm just smearing it around, and then I like to take it and I like to take it up to where the bone is in my eye when I do just a sweep of color. And can you see how much that kind of livens up my eye? I feel like putting on this amount of eyeshadow. I wish my lighting, I'm so sorry it's winter. I am saving for a better camera. So again, same thing, just across the lid, and then I take whatever's left and I smear it up onto my brow bone. And that's why this brush is great, because it covers a lot of space. So like you can see, and then if you want to build it up, you can make it look like you're wearing several eyeshadows using just one by how you fade the color out. But you can just build it up to whatever you like. Bronzy, goldy, taupey. You got a little stray there at the side. You can take a little bit of foundation, or if you find things at the side got a little bit messy. I have problems in this corner. I get a little bit wild. You can take a little bit of concealer. This is just the LA Girl Pro Conceal. I get mine off of Amazon and I love it. And that is literally the eyeshadow. And then you could put some mascara on and call it a day. I'm gonna use, I made a video a few weeks ago called like Eyeliner Basics 101 or something really similar, but just see how that, we call this like a wheat color? I don't know. It just makes me look, I feel, put together. This would be like if you're going to a job interview, or like this just is never gonna look like too much, but it's gonna look like you put some effort into your look. I'm a big believer that feeling good when you go to do things, makeup is not a requirement, we are all beautiful without it, but when you feel good, you exude confidence and beauty, and I feel like that's what makeup does for me. So I'm gonna use my Eyeliner 101 technique. I'm gonna link that video below, hopefully. So I'm just gonna speed through this. So there's me with eyeliner, and I used my little sample of my Kat Von D tattoo liner. I love it. You could, like I said, just do mascara, or you could smudge a little bit of black eyeliner in your waterline to make your lashes look thicker. I just am not a person who likes to go without, oh my God, I'm gonna kill my camera, without eyeliner. Now I'm gonna put on mascara in lots, and I'm gonna just full out cut this out, but this is the Clinique High Impact Mascara in black. It's not my favorite, but I've said this before, I like to use products up before I move on, unless they suck. Like if they full out suck, then I don't, but this is just meh. Okay, so there is kind of the final look. Now, I know I did that video on how to get mascara off by letting it dry. Another one of my tricks, I have a little bit of a smear on the side, is that I take a brush and the same eyeshadow, and I just simply kind of cover it with the eyeshadow. If I'm too lazy, because I know I've been like, oh, I'll get that in the car before I go into work, and then I have a mascara blob on my eye for the rest of the day. So this is a great, oh my God, people stop texting me. This is a great option for beginners who want to experiment and want to play. If you're like, I just want one eyeshadow, I have a couple options. If you don't want to play, you just want to do the same thing every single day. I have a really great drugstore one and done eyeshadow, I'm going to call it. This is the Maybelline Color Tattoo in Bad to the Bronze. Mine's drying out a bit, but is stunning. And this looks so pretty just on the lid, and you can blend it out so it's not quite so dark. And it's just, oh, thank you, lighting. It's just perfect. Now, if you want to go a little bit higher end, I have an eyeshadow by NARS. This is one of their dual intensities, and this is in Dion. This is when I want to go to work and I don't have a lot of time. Maybe I decided to stay in bed longer, but I want to look kind of fancy. Can you see the light reflecting off of that color? It is the most perfect for my skin tone silvery taupe. They also have, I forget what it's called, but they have a bronzier one that I kind of want to buy. But do you see how these are all in the same color family, like this one, and this one? They just are, I would like to call them a dressy neutral. But in this Naked 2 palette, like you can do this with YDK. If you want to go a little bit darker, you can do this with Pistol. A lot of these Chopper in here is stunning all over the lid. So like there's so many options in this palette alone that you can use. Like don't be scared by these two dark colors when you have all these light colors. If you want a matte look, if you have super wrinkly, crinkly eyes, this would look really pretty. I just wouldn't bring this too far, this matte color too far up the brow bone, because it might start to look a little bit dirty or muddy. So that is, a lot of you guys are gonna be like, oh my God, that was what a waste of a video. But there are people out there who have no idea where to start. Like my mom didn't wear makeup, and I had to learn this by wearing a lot of ugly ass makeup. You see thick white eyeliner with white eyeshadow over top, and then to make it whiter, because it had to be the whitest, just like my sneakers had to be the whitest, and I'd wear like bright red pants and these glowing white sneakers. And then I would put so much mascara on that one time I was opening up the oven and my eyes melted shut. I thought that was a good look. It wasn't. So that is my eyeshadow basics, just for a wash of color is what this is technically called. And it is the easiest way to wear eyeshadow that's flattering and it looks put together, but you didn't try too hard. Like this whole video with me rambling is gonna be less than 15 minutes. So this whole eyeshadow look on a good day takes me like 2 minutes. And then if you only put on mascara, if you have way better eyelashes than me, I have sad, small, spindly eyelashes that I try to make look like eyelashes by putting obscene amounts of mascara on, because I hate wearing falsies. So yeah, I'm thinking about doing one where I do how to connect a lower lash line to up here basic video. I'm also thinking about doing a powder contour 101 video for the very basicness. Please let me know down below what you want to see, and I hope you guys all have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.